It's me, the resident queen.
Girl, take it off me. You know just what I want. It's always hard to leave this private show. Let me see it, let me see it, take it off.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Lovers and Friends. Today I'm getting real sexy for y'all. I got me a nice little cute little number, cute little top. This ain't a get ready with me or outfit video, but you know, I had to get a little sexy up for y'all. I gotta switch it up every day. You know, like every day I can't wear the same thing. You feel me? Like well, let me get a little bit sexier for them. Like, you know, got a little headpiece because I'm still at home being comfortable, but I do want to give sex appeal. I just want to give the girls, she's sexy and she knows it. Face is beat by the one and only Winks Galore on the mug. You already know. Lashes is giving salami. Please help me, I need a new refill. But nonetheless, that's not what we're here today. So today I actually poured before I soared. I poured off camera. I had to get in the group of things. Y'all already know I can't multitask, so 1 second. So I'm a sippy sip, and then we gonna dippy dip into the next topic. I know that's right. Today's topic, we're gonna be talking about being in love with the chapter of your life that you're in right now. So I know it's kind of hard. I do it too. Like, we often see a lot of girlies, a lot of guys on Instagram, and it's glorified that, especially right now during the holidays, we're like probably tugging our man. Excuse me, you ain't asked me to be your Valentine yet. Do you want these knuckles or do you want these fists? But it's like, come on now, girl. The real reason why you're doing that is because you see it glorified on social media. You want to walk in with the rose petals on the floor. You want to walk in, you feel me, bottles on ice. You know what I like. You want a rough neck on the tongue. You want all of that, but still at the same time, like, you just met this man. Or, you know, you're really just doing it because of social media and stuff like that. But nonetheless, besides Valentine's Day, let's talk about, you know, a different subject. A lot of the times throughout our life, besides like us glorifying couple goals, such as, I'm gonna just throw this one out there, Carisha and Diddy, Krishan and Blueface, and Beyonce, Lori Harvey and whoever she's with at this point. That's my girl. 10 points up for the city girls. We always are glorifying whether it's relationships, who's the next couple on the scene, or who's the next financial guru, who is iced out, veneered, body to the T. You know, like, we're not able to just sit in and glorify, you know, the love that we have for ourselves or the chapter that we're in. Sometimes we are very ungrateful, and sometimes we just like kind of like put more pressure onto ourselves than what we really need to. And I feel like we have to give ourselves some type of grace sometimes and just enjoy the moment, because you never know what your future self might look back at you and be like, wow, you were so beautiful, but you don't think that you're beautiful right now. Or, wow, you were so successful, but you don't feel like you're successful right now. Or, wow, like, you were doing the best that you could do. And sometimes we put so much pressure on ourselves. It's like we're only doing the best that we can with what we have right now. So sometimes you have to realize, like, you don't have to be 20 or 22 driving a specific car, owning a specific house, you know, with a specific certain person that you want to be with. Sometimes some versions of yourself or some versions of your life is going to take a lot of like head bumps, you know, a couple slaps across the head, a couple obstacles, a couple lessons, a couple of times where you repeat that karmic cycle. And unfortunately, of course, it's like any human being, you're gonna be hard on yourself, but still at the same time you have to give yourself grace. Like, you're only doing as best that you can. And sometimes I believe like life is like 50% luck and 50% reality, or 50% spirituality, being at the right place at the right time, aligning yourself in the right places at the right time. And sometimes it actually is you going out there and doing the muscle. So it's like, before you burn yourself out, like, sometimes you have to relax and just say, well, if I naturally don't feel like getting up today and doing such and such, I don't have to. Or if I don't feel like, if I love the way that I look and everybody's glorifying Coke bottles, I don't have to go out and get surgery, or I don't have to go out and work out today. Because it's like, am I really doing it because it makes me happy, because I love it, because it's something that's passionate? Or am I just doing it because of someone else? Like, even just me speaking about like career and stuff like that. Sometimes people land themselves in a specific career that is not really their passion, or not something that they love. Either somebody in their family like beating into them that they should do this, or somebody, you know, an outsider, you know, they seen that, they was like, I see this all the time. People are always like, why you don't do this? Why you don't do that? Why you don't start doing this? Why you don't start doing that? That's gonna make you a lot of money. People always come to me, why you don't do brows? Why you don't do brows? You should do brows. I make a lot of money. I be friends with my friend be making $10,000 in a month just by doing brows. Girl, you sleeping on money. Like, you don't want no money for real? I don't. I want happiness for real. I will literally pick a low paying job just because it's stress-free, just because it doesn't put so much responsibility on me, just because I could wake up and be free, and I could actually take a long breath instead of a sigh, because those are two different breath works. And I'm just like, no, I don't be needing that. I don't like to do brows. So if that's what somebody else like to do, then I'll send them over to that person. I honestly don't always want all the time want all the money in the world, or to just keep all the money to myself. Like, if I actually loved doing brows, then that'd be different. I'd be like, okay, well, I'm being lazy. I tried it one time. Don't pressure me to do anything, because I'm really not gonna do it, and I just don't want to do it. And I just feel like that's with a lot of people. A lot of people now will see you on social media and they'll be like, well, my friend I seen this girl, or my friend showed me that this girl was making like 100K in a month just by selling shorts. I think I'm gonna go sell shorts. Girl, never in your life have you ever been interested in shorts. You wear long pants. You don't even like to show anything but above your knees. Like, why would you even go ahead and do something just for the money, or just for the look, or just because you seen on social media? And that's what I mean by, like, we have to really be in love and in tune with what, you know, we're passionate about, what we love. It's not always about what other people are glorifying, what other people are doing. God bestowed that path into their life for a specific reason. They love doing it. And don't get me wrong, if you decide that you think that you like something, and this is something that you've been doing, like, say for instance, you loved getting your lashes done since you were in middle school or whatever. You was a grown girly, and up until now you always was thinking like, well, I wanted to be a lawyer, I wanted to go to school for law, business law, but I kind of think I should, you know, take this lash class, because, you know, I like getting lashes done. And you actually try it, and then you're like, okay, well, I think I could do this, and you do it, and it's like you loved it, but then you fell out of love with it, and you're like, think I want to change my passion. I think you're able to do that. We are changing human beings. We change and we learn every day. So if you fall out of love with something and you fall in love with something else, that is fine. Don't make nobody else make you feel bad for that. Or, you feel me, when you know it's your time to move on, move on. But make sure that you're doing it because you love that, or that's something that you're passionate about, not because it's something that you've seen somebody else doing or you're glorifying. Like, we need to probably slow down and simmer down on the glorifying. Like, how I look at social media, especially people with personal pages or people that like have an aesthetically pleasing page, I look at it as it's their scrapbook. I don't like read into it too much. I don't like, oh, this is this person's life. I don't really like people that be like, oh, that's that person's life. Like, they're always on social media. Yeah, like, it's become a part of our world, honestly, and there's no running away from that. But honestly, how I look at it is, I look at it as it's a scrapbook. People like, oh, she not gonna tell you her deepest, darkest secrets on Instagram. She's not gonna. Some people are not comfortable with being vulnerable. Some people are not comfortable with talking. Like, I've seen people on social media where I have not heard a lick of their voice. Like, I don't even know how they talk. I don't even really know if they got a squeaky voice or a high pitched voice or a gorilla voice. I don't know what they got. It doesn't move me. It doesn't, like, I don't get worked up about stuff like that. It doesn't. I truthfully don't care. I go on their page. I like their page. I like their aesthetic. I like a couple pictures. I go on their story, see what they post, and I move on with my life. Like, I don't carry or harbor those emotions into me, because it has nothing to do with me at all. I look at it as it's their scrapbook. If I was to make a scrapbook, I'm gonna put all my highlighted moments with all my loved ones and all my things that I love, just so I could go back to that moment and it's a memorable moment for me. I look the fuck good on that day, so I'm gonna take a picture and I'm gonna post it. That's what people need to start looking at social media for. And if people happen to get paid off of doing that, then that's their prerogative. More money in their pocket. They love to do that. So why shouldn't they get paid for doing something that they love or they look good doing? Wouldn't you want to do that? Wouldn't you want that to happen to you? You can't knock the game. You can't even hate the player. Take that up with yourself. So I just personally feel like we need to stop glorifying people. We just have to start embracing, you know, our chapter, the chapter that we're in, and knowing that whatever work that you're putting into yourself, inwardly and externally, that you truly love, your future self is gonna love you for that. Your future self is looking down at you right now, or looking up at you right now. Well, looking down at you right now. And it's like, or looking sideways at you. I like that one better. Looking sideways at you. And it's like, girl, you doing the thing. I appreciate you. I thank you for putting in that work. I thank you for not giving up. I thank you for not burning yourself out, because you're a real one. And honestly, last year I went through a real big burnout. Like, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, I was not posting that much. I was going out a lot. My focus was different. I was going through a breakup, and I didn't know I was going through a breakup. Well, I knew I was going through a breakup, but I didn't know at that moment that I was still affected by it. And it was just like, it was a lot that I was really going through. My business, sometimes it's a lot, like wearing different hats and putting, like, literally like picking up this hat. Okay, I'm this person. Nope, let me put it down. Let me switch into this person. It's like, it's so hard. And I was really going through that last year up until this year, and I was like, I always knew that I was gonna come back full circle and be refocused, but I was always like, damn, when is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? I've never went through a burnout this long. And when I tell you, my burnout was so long, when I burned out and I crashed, like, I go rebellious. I go on a whole other side. I start splurging. I start going out. I just noticed a different side of my burnout from the different burnouts that I've ever been in. My burnouts would probably been like a month, then I'll go take a vacation, I'll come back and I'll feel refreshed. I went on a vacation, I came back and I still felt like the same person. I'm just like, I can't be here. Like, I felt, hey, what is going on? But it was just, it was a lot. I don't know if it was the conversation that I had with my mom that kind of shaped me up, even though I was defensive for her, like I always am, or it was just like, yeah, February is gonna be my new year. February is gonna be my new year, and I kept saying that. And I don't know if me saying that manifested it or not, but like I just really was like, February is gonna be my new year. January, not so much. I still was like dealing with my birthday, so it was like from December up until January, I was like outside. And I honestly had got into a car accident, and I don't know if the car accident really shaped me up too. I think that I had one part of it. It was not a bad car accident. It was me, trust me. I'm still here though. I'm still here. So it was just a pretty penny that I didn't expect to spend, but it is whatever. God blesses you. Side note, God blesses you to be able to do certain things, you know, when you need to do it. But yeah, I feel like even though I'm not at the best point that I was before, and I feel like I have to backtrack to get back forward in certain areas of my life, I am starting to feel like, you know what, you have to be grateful. You have to like sit down like, dang, at 27, you're really doing a good job. You're really doing a good job. And I feel like a lot of us needs to hear that sometimes. Like, you got to sit back when you going on a car ride, when you going from home to work, or from work back to home, or wherever you decide are you going, or you just sitting down, you just got some solitude. You know, if you're in a car, you don't listen to no music, you just think, you just let like God talk to you, your intuition talk to you, the universe talk to you. You just have a clear mind. You just sit there and you're just like, dang, some people don't even got a car. Dang, some people don't even got a job. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed right now. Like, I'm doing good. Like, I'm doing the best I could, and the best I could is actually looking excellent, girl. Okay. So sometimes, even though like, and I also feel like you have to have moments when life ain't always pretty. You have to have moments where life teaches you lessons and it kicks you down a little bit and it humbles you a little bit, because of the fact that we're not here just to like keep all of these experiences to ourselves. We're actually here to experience them and, you know, like bestow those lessons or bestow those experiences onto others. So it just gives you your storybook like some more character about you. It's like if you was a person that just grew up so perfect and nothing ever happened to you, you would never have a story. You would never have nothing, you know, to talk about to people. You will not be relatable, and don't nobody want to be around somebody that's not relatable. Even celebrities go through it. Even the people with a lot of money go through it. So it's like everybody goes through what is called life, and even in those moments where it seems like a little dark and it seems a little down, it's still some type of love in there, and it's still some grace, and it's still like you gotta be like, well, maybe this part of my life ain't going the way that I expected it to, or I expected to, but dang, I can have this, and I have love, and I have love for myself, and I have people that love me, and I love this, and I love to do that. And even though I can't do this right now, I damn sure could do this because I love doing this. Or say you got fired from your job, baby, I look at that as God sometimes give you the best but the worst at the same time. Like, sometimes you think about certain situations be like the worst, like, dang, I lost my job, but now in the morning you could get up and you could lay in bed, you could go down to the park, you could do stuff that you used to love to do. Like, you know, sometimes in business gets slow, and sometimes you can't live out of fear, like, oh my god, I'm panicking, I ain't got no clients, I ain't got this, I ain't got that. woosah, baby. Now you can actually put that energy into certain things that you've been thinking about doing, but you couldn't do because you were so busy and you were so focused on catering to your business, or catering to your clients, or catering to someone else's business and their clients and their customers. Now you can bestow that energy and that love back onto you. So that's how I feel. Like, but how do you guys feel? How do you guys feel about just loving the season that you're in, loving the chapter that you're in, and having a little bit more grace and being grateful for, you know, where you're at in life right now? Leave your comments down below. Y'all is tearing up the last video. Y'all is laughing. I had to do a messy video first. Y'all know I had to do a messy video first because y'all would have never listened to me. Y'all would never listen to me. But I'm gonna continue drinking my champagne, and y'all have a good night. It's a little, I ain't checking with y'all with the time. It's 9. I don't know if y'all can see that. Well, it's 9:43 if y'all can't see that. It's 9:43, and I'm about to drink the rest of my champagne and go to bed. I got stuff to do in the morning. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, whatever time you're watching this. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.
It's always hard to leave this private show. Let me see it, let me see it, take it off. Oh, let me see it, take it off. Oh, take it off. Let me see it, take it off, take it off.
Cause y'all let me see you take it off, pull it up, back into me, pass it to me. Imagine hanging halfway off the mattress while your ass is moving. Up and down, back and forth, so ratchet when you supposed to be. Elated to the naked eye, but a nasty love over me. If only the masses can see your ass when it's in action, I swear. Man, handle you in public place, I make you take it right here. You got